Okay, so now we are going to be multiplying fractions, but using the cross-reducing method. So when you have 8/9 times 3/4, remember you can switch the numerators around or switch the denominators around because you can multiply in any order, but we don't have to do that. We can cross-reduce. What I mean by cross-reduce is look diagonally and find a common factor. Well, a common factor of 8 and 4 happens to be 4. So we divide both the numerator with one fraction by 4 and the denominator with the other fraction by 4. So we're technically dividing by 4/4, where 4/4 is just 1. So anytime you divide by 1, fractions don't change, or any number doesn't change for that matter. So 8 divided by 4 turns into 2, and 4 divided by 4 turns into 1. And now we're looking diagonally the other way. What is a common factor of both 3 and 9? Well, that happens to be 3. So we are going to do 3 divided by 3, which is 1, and 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So the new simplified, easier version is 2/3 times 1 over 1. Well, remember, we always multiply straight across. Keep in mind, 1 over 1 is simply just 1, but just to show you, 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So the correct product for 8/9 times 3/4 is 2/3. On into the next one, keep in mind we're always writing these fractions in simplest form. You have 6/5 times 5/8. Well, we could switch this, so I can show you what I mean by switching. I'm not going to use 6/5. I'm actually going to switch those two numerators. So it's actually going to be 5/5 times 6/8. Well, you should know that 5/5, that's the same thing as 5 divided by 5. That line technically means to divide, so 5 over 5 is simply just 1. And then we have to multiply it by 6/8, but 6 and 8 both share a common factor of 2 because they're both even numbers. So we can divide by 2 over 2, and 2 over 2 is 1. And when you divide by 1, it stays the same. So 6 divided by 2 turns into 3, and 8 divided by 2 turns into 4. So that one actually turns into 3/4. Well, what is 1 times 3/4? That is 3/4. So 6/5 times 5/8 is 3/4.